Okay, so I I'm awake and I don't work till late tomorrow afternoon. So figured since I'm up anyways, I might as well do a stream since everyone else is pretty much sleeping. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in and do Straits of Devastation tonight, simply because, well, I'm awake. I've got nothing better to do. Because it's Monday, weeklies have reset, so that's cool, I guess. Oh, hey, Spider's Lair. Air metas, actually, the weekly. People might actually be doing Interneos. Neat. So, we can redo that. Obviously, there's still the specials that have 2 weeks left, that I may or may not finish. Should be able to complete all of these without having to switch to my main. Obviously, for the Astral Rewards, I don't know what, if anything, I'll buy. I don't really need any of this stuff. I've pretty much bought everything. Actually, out of curiosity, could I buy everything? Let's see. Each day is 45, 65 times 7 be 455. So that's 455, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 855, 1305. So 2605 because there's 2 weeks, or 2610 because there's 2 weeks left. And then, of course, the 450 here would be 3055, 3270. If I finished absolutely everything, it would be 3270. Oh yeah, that would way more than get all this stuff. Cause that's 950. That's 150. So 950, 10, that's 1100. 1100 for those. 700 for this would be 18. It's 240 to get all those, so 2040. 350, 420 to get all those. So it'd only be about 2,500 to get everything. So if I actually don't miss any points and finish absolutely everything, I could buy all of this out and still have like 1,000 points left over, which I could carry over to the next season, or I could use to buy this indefinite stuff, which realistically is just a waste of my time. That's crazy. I mean, if I hadn't kept up with it, I'd also be able to buy some legacy stuff, but I've kept up with all of it, so I don't have any legacy stuff to buy. But that is absolutely crazy that I can get that much astral acclaim. Alright, let's get started now that I've figured out that very crazy thing. I love how it didn't put the heart on there. Oh, right. I don't know why I even talked to him. There's no hearts or anything. So let's go ahead and just start exploring. Okay, that's gotta be a cavern beneath me. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Nice semi-safe path down towards Fort Trinity. Grab the waypoint. There's... Oh, okay. Just a guy fishing. Neat. Bap. Bap. Die. Save the Shymoth. Alright, let's go grab this waypoint. As I've said before, when talking about the Orient areas, there's no hearts or anything. There are hero points, but there are no hearts, so it's all just POIs, waypoints, vistas. So it's literally just a straight run fest. We don't really have anything we need to be particularly doing. There are events and things that can be done and that I will somewhat work on. But for the most part, you're literally just running around. For mapping, you are literally just running from point to point. That's all you have to do, really. Obviously, I will be gathering just because... I mean, it is at this point high tier items, so... It's not necessarily material that I need or is rare to get. This is where it wanted us to come in from Mount Maelstrom. Now, I'm actually going to head back north. And we are actually going to do our story mission, the Battle of Fort Trinity. Before we do really any more exploration, because, as I said the other day, the story here is very early in the area, and there is no reason to really go around the area and put off doing this, so we're just gonna jump straight into it. Oh, come on, Traherne. When have we ever needed reinforcements? Me and you got this. Well, yeah, no kidding. They're trying to stop you from getting a foothold in what essentially amounts to their territory. Of course they've been attacking and the attacks have been increasing in frequency. It's common war tactics. Stop footholds at all costs. Another classic war strategy. Cut off supplies, cut off of supply routes, cut off reinforcements. Classic war strategies. The undead are simply following Sun Tzu's art of war. Which is weird that an elder dragon would have this kind of intelligence and coordination. It's super weird. Yeah. I will go find them. Hi, buddy. You want some too? Let's go, boy. Party time. Rock and roll, baby. Alright. Get wrecked. Defend the gate. Why is the gate being attacked? Alright. Let's do this. Hi, boys and girls. I hear you're having problems with undead. Yes and no. I do enjoy gaming, and I have been, very big into video games since I was very young. I don't play nearly as much anymore as I used to. I have a lot more going on in life now, between my job and taking care of and spending time with my kids. I don't have nearly as much time to play as I would like, or as I used to. I still play when I can, and I do usually play at least an hour or two every day. Not always Guild Wars. I do have pretty much almost all of the consoles. There's a couple of older consoles I don't have. I do have all of the current gen consoles. Although, oddly enough, I don't play my Xbox as much as I used to. I play my Switch and PlayStation more often. I don't necessarily stream much other than Guild Wars right now, simply because I've been lazy and haven't set up my capture card. And we literally just locked like a dozen soldiers out there to die. We could have taken them. Alright. Now, unfortunately, this is not going to be super fun because it's underwater. And water combat is not necessarily super great. It's not bad, but it's not necessarily super fun either. At least not for me on Guardian. I actually rather enjoy the underwater combat on my Elementalist, but I don't particularly like the Guardian underwater. It's kind of sad and just bland to me. There's not a whole lot that the Guardian can do underwater. It's very restricted. Orion ships. Yay. Can we cannon them? Fire everything. Why are the cannons not firing? Why are we not firing everything? Fire everything. This is not one of my favorite story missions, honestly. It is very slow and very boring. It is honestly a lot of waiting around for enemies to spawn. At least if you're remotely competent at killing them. Oh look, it's Tequatl. Which is weird, because we killed him in the last area. Because it's not big enough to be Zaitan himself. Of course, why they weren't firing the cannons... Yeah. We again could have dealt with that if they'd fired those cannons even once. Thank you for knocking them away from me. Yay. Now we need to go close the other gate. I love how you all ignore me. Clearly, Traherne is a bigger threat. Okay. That gate's closed. To the Asura gates. For supposedly holding the undead back, that orb is doing us a whole lot of good, guys. Uh-huh. Great. Give me a bomb. Bomb. Uh-huh. Let's put that theory to the test, shall we? Uh-huh. Yeah, good luck with that. And turn on the shield. Which should have been on in the first place. Alright, let's do this. Why that hadn't immediately been put in place to begin with, I don't know. Ugh. I hate when I do that. Alright, you guys kill them. I'm gonna revive people. I'm gonna get us more troops. Because that will make our life easier. Alright. That one. Blam. Blam. Let's go. Boom. Why is this in the middle? Uh-huh. Yeah, great. How about you let me finish that victory? Yeah, that's great, turn. Yes, that's great, turn. How about you let me actually finish this battle? I'm not sure that's a good idea. Yes. Good plan. Let's go do that. Yay, we did it. Now I don't really actually care about any of these, so I'm gonna pick one at random. Alright, all done with that. Now, our next one, oddly enough, is back over here in Mount Maelstrom, not in Straits of Devastation. I guess I could probably do this event real quick. Alright. Let's get this done and cleared out. And then we'll worry about escorting that golem some more. Alright. Okay. There. That protects him. Go find the rest of the Risen in this camp. these guys out, and we're good. And let's go catch up with our... Probably gonna fail, because I don't think I can get there in time. Yep. Oh well. It was worth a shot. What I should have done was I should have obviously finished the escort mission and then moved on to taking the Risen out of that camp, because they would not have left. And they were not going... That was not a failable event from someone dying, so that was on me. That one was 100% on me. Now, I'm not going to worry about those scouts, because obviously they're not going to show me any hearts or anything. Oh, excuse me. Alright, and for the last 10%, auto attack's good enough. There we go. Cool. Now we go over here, because this is actually an instance. Which automatically gives you the POI in it. I don't necessarily know why it's instanced, it just is. Okay, then that's all the stuff there. Well, we are only 16% of the way done with Straits of Devastation. I am going to jump over here and do our next story mission. Because I do want to get the story progressed to where it is strictly in ore. So we don't have to jump in and out of ore a whole bunch. Don't know what that mentor is doing, but what else? Do I want to do Golem? Okay. We're going to do the world boss. Then we're going to do the story mission. Because the world boss spawns in about 7 minutes, and I don't think I'll be able to do the story mission in that time. And honestly, doing the world boss is somewhat worth it. The rewards aren't super great, but there is a chance of getting super rare items, and it's... Well, okay. It's not really worth it if you don't get one of the rare items, but it's still a nice diversion and difference from other stuff. Yeah. Don't care. Alright, it doesn't show on that map. Is there any mining nodes right here? Not that it shows. Alright. Okay, so this bonus event ends tomorrow, in 15 hours to be specific. So it ends for my time about 3 in the afternoon. The new event will start tomorrow at probably 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, my time. That's usually about when they start. I am not 100% sure what the new event is. I don't know if they have it listed yet. They may or may not have announced the next event. I don't remember seeing anything about it. So it may or may not be something that I'm super concerned about getting. It's most likely another bonus event. Either PvP or dungeons, maybe. It might be fractals. I don't know. I'm gonna jump over here because I don't remember where the Keeper of Earth is from this waypoint, actually. I'm gonna grab this platinum ore. I did see somebody down there, so might be over here. Nope. Definitely not. Okay, I don't know where the Keeper of Earth is. I was gonna kill him real quick and go into the jumping puzzle area just to open it up and stuff, but I will deal with it later. There is a world boss spawning in a couple of minutes that is more important. I lost my train of thought. Alright, bonus event. I don't think it's going to be a return event. Simply because they've done pretty much all of those. I mean, they've done some of them more than once. So I don't think they'll be doing one of those. I think they'll be doing a bonus event. My best guess is a dungeon rush or a fractal rush. Because I know they did a PvP one not that long ago. Actually, I think it was the last event before Lunar New Year was PvP Rush. And then, of course, after that is going to be the release for the next part of the Janthier Isles expansion. Which will, of course, naturally be a couple of weeks, probably. And then, after that will most likely be the Super Adventure Box Festival, which is usually somewhere right around April Fool's Day, because that is what it was originally meant for. And that's always a fun event. I actually really like the Super Adventure Box. So we'll have to see how that goes and how things progress and which events come up. What's the current exchange on this? Come on, load up. 914. It's up a little. I've seen it lower. I've seen it down to like 905 recently, so it's a little higher right now, but it's not super high. Alright. And pre-event should be starting shortly. And obviously, we're done with the adventure guides, barring the last one here, which is going to be done very shortly. Obviously, we'll finish this one with the next event we do or this one we will finish a while from now, because it's actually 20 to finish it completely, but we will get it by harvesting in ore as we explore it. Then, of course, this one we will finish when we complete the last part of the current story chapters we are doing. The last one we will be completing here will be most likely the defeating the Ice Brood, simply because that requires me to go back to Frostgorge Sound and go out of my way to do it. And it's not really super important that I do it anyways, because nothing here actually really gives any actual benefit to me, because all they give is experience, which I don't need experience for anything. All I get is spirit shards, and I have so many of them. I mean, because wallet, I currently have 2,300 spirit shards. So I am in no way hurting for spirit shards. Alright, and boss is up. And knocking me out. Okay. ow. Double ow. Dude, stop. Okay, someone want to revive me while you're running past? Thank you. Ow. Okay, the full dead need to waypoint. Because they're doing no one any favors laying there. Okay, that was garbage. Whatever, someone will revive me now. That was just garbage. Alright, let's go revive some people. Refresh my banner. Grab the loot. Nothing worthwhile. Yep, absolutely nothing worthwhile. Alright, cool. Okay. I want to go here real quick. Because I want to go check and see if the keeper is up here. Because I know there's a keeper right over here. He is clearly not up right now. Alright. Wait, there's an unexplored area in this direction? Now I'm curious. What do I not have explored over in this area? Whatever it is, I can't get to it from going over top. So it's gotta be something underground. So where's the entrance? 'Cause that is the portal back to the Sparkfly Fen area over here. Where is the entrance to whatever's in here then? You guys have fun. I'm going exploring. Yeah, there's no way to go north from here. And that's not where the jumping puzzle is. Strange. I'll have to figure out what that is later. Go see if I can find a keeper real quick. Excuse me. Okay. I need over here. I'm too far west. Well, the keeper is not up here. I really want to know what this area is and why I don't have it. That is going to bug the crap out of me. There we go. I don't know what that is or why it exists. That's so weird. Or reverse. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Okay. That's what I was looking for. Alright, this is Deirdre's Steps. This is a jumping puzzle mini dungeon area thing that is really, really easy if you have mounts, because they did not make it a mountless area. So you can simply, if you have a sky scale or a I'm drawing a blank on the name of the rabbit for some reason. Anyways, if you have those, you can just simply jump up. You don't really need any kind of actual jumping skill, for lack of a better word. Take its essence, break off a piece. Now, the pile of elemental essence here is used to make meaty plant, or used to make an elementally charged plant food, which is used to make Maudry. I just wanted to grab it. Okay, actually, since the veteran's right there, I am going to head over here and leap. Ploosh. Okay. Alright, now that I am not somewhere that I am going to die, if something decides to attack me while I am typing. Alright, so we got so there are 4 of these, one for each element. That one is air. Earth is here in the middle, which I literally went in the one spot that doesn't go to the middle. Of course I did. And of course, you know, you've got a whole bunch of earth elementals here to contend with, because why not? Then, same thing, you can take the essence and it will give you another pile of elemental essence. Alright, let's come over here. I forgot the actual jumping part of it there does not allow mounts. Which is weird that that one part of this doesn't. And then just take a piece. Now, this one wouldn't let me take an essence because I have a pile of essence. Okay. Now, there's also an Aether Blade cache down here. I've already opened it on this account, and it is account bound. So, and it's going to kick me off my mount here in a second. So, let's just go ahead and dismount. This part you actually have to be able to jump. And do the jumping puzzle part of it. Because mounts are not allowed in this specific area. Here is the Sylvian chest that these are used for. I don't have the fourth one because I don't currently have the fire one, which I need to go get, but I want to finish jumping up here first. The weird thing is, while mounts are disabled here, your glider is not. So if you have a glider and you go to fall, you can glide to save yourself. Which also makes getting to that chest very convenient. Simply because the reason I am going up here is because this is where the last cluster is. Which is called the Cluster of Light, which is up here. And you get a Cantel of Sun representing fire. There's also a second set of diving goggles here to dive down into that water down there. I have done that before, so I am not going to do it right now. I am going to glide back down here. That is Deirdre, who this area is named after. There. Now, there's really nothing worthwhile here. Finish all those, grab that. Alright, moving on. Now, I could climb back up and actually take those diving goggles down. I just don't really feel like it. And that is all of the stuff here. That's why it's got the portal icon here, saying that there's unexplored stuff in Straits of Devastation. However, we are going to go do our story mission now that I have done all of that and completely got sidetracked from what I actually came over here to do, which was the story mission in the first place. So let's actually get the story mission done. Okay, you want to get up on the land? Thank you. Liberating Apatia, or Apatia. Forget how they pronounce it. Apatia, yeah. Sure. You guys stick to the surface. I'm gonna, go find her underwater, because that's the most likely place for them to have her. Not that that's true, but... Okay, where are we going, Traherne? Since you're leading this rescue mission. Uh-huh. Yeah. So, who else is getting the massive feeling of ambush? Also, RP walk. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on in this mission. At least not until we get ambushed. Okay. Well, I think it's safe to say the crate were killed by the toxic corruption and are now risen. Wouldn't you guys? Uh-huh. So, what I'm hearing is the crate, which are semi-sentient species and can talk and things, got completely screwed over by us stealing their protection orb. So the fact that all of these crate died and got turned into Zayatan minions is actually our fault. Unfortunately, as you can see, it doesn't matter how far ahead of him I run. I don't really trigger ambushes, per se. And they will stop and wait till I am back near them again, which is dumb. Because as you saw, until I got far enough for that veteran to show up, none of them spawned. And now they're ambushed because they finally got to the ambush point. There we go. So I'm going to run back up here to where that veteran ambushed me. And I'm going to turn around and watch them walk over here. Now keep in mind I killed the veteran here already. So it's not going to respawn. And then I'm going to run up here. And we're going to wait here. And now we're going to get ambushed. And as you can see, I was standing here for quite a while before they popped out, because they are bound to Traherne, not to you. So you are literally waiting for Traherne to show up. Because reasons. But I am going to run up here and take out this veteran, because I can. Okay. Now, well, I usually do enjoy the fighting missions. This one, unfortunately, is just not there. This one is just kind of mediocre when it comes to fighting missions, because it's not super great for fights. You're literally fighting like one enemy at a time after the ambushes, and it's just slow. Okay, that was weird. And there are several veterans that just slow you down even further, because they just don't die. I mean, like, I have done a solid 10,000 damage to this as veteran, and there's really no reason for him to have that much health. I mean, even the basic ones there, I'm doing, 5,000-6,000 damage to them in, like 7-8 hits. There's no reason that should not kill them. But it doesn't. I literally have to do like 10,000-12,000 damage to normal enemies. So, it's really tedious that they gave these enemies so much health. Because I am somewhat tracking it, that's about 10 grand. So, his full health is about 40 to 42,000 health for this one veteran. And there is just no real need for him to have that much health. I mean, would it be a problem if you were doing this story with a full, like, 5-person party? No. No, it wouldn't. But unfortunately, most people do their story missions by themselves, much like I do, which means they only have themselves in the NPC. Also, if you noticed, that champion died pretty much just as quickly as the veterans did. Also, I don't know why they say climb down. It makes no sense to climb. Just jump. Because it's faster to just jump and climb back up than it is to actually work your way down. Okay, I went too high. I needed to come over here and go up the other one. There we go. That's just rude. Yeah, yeah. You guys want to get out of my way? Yeah, we totally need you guys to go to town with us. Because that's not safe or anything. And now, as you saw, that is the end of Chapter 7. The last thing we do is go tell her story in the Great Lodge. Which is quick and easy. Then we can get back to exploration of ore. Because at that point, all of our story missions will be taking place in ore primarily. Okay. Let's go tell the people that she died. and that she died well. Yep. Uh-huh. Because I have anything to say after that. Uh-huh. Yay. I apparently had never done that? Huh? I had definitely finished all of those. That's weird. I was sure I had definitely finished all of those. Whatevs. Yay, unidentified die. Since I'm right here. Actually, since I'm right here. Let's go ecto gambling. Only got a few ecto anyways. Okay. And that's all the ecto I can... Or that's all of those... That size ecto gambling I can do. 7 and 2, so 9. So I'm up 10 ecto and 1 gold. Neat. Okay. And now our next story mission is back down here at Fort Trinity. So, now we are actually into chapter 8 of the story and in the final stretch of the personal story. And to the point where everything we have to do now is here in order. So, Uh-huh. Yep. Yep, she did. Yeah, yeah. Let's go meet your friend. Who is the real reason that he sent everyone but me away? Yeah, yeah. Hi, Largos. Right. We're working with a Largos. We've met. See, what I want to know is how she owes Traherne. Uh-huh. Yep. Alright. Now, we will get to that. We are not going to go straight there. Because that is actually over here. I could simply jump to the waypoint here and then just head west and do it. However, I want to go south and do some of this stuff first. So, we're going to do some mapping before we jump into the Chapter 80 story. I simply wanted to get that initial starting spot out of the way, because it is here in Fort Trinity. So, and as I've said a couple of times now, exploring the Orion maps is really more about running from point to point than it is actually doing anything. There is very little to do in most cases. As you can see, it's really got nothing going on per se. There's a juvenile for... Actually, there's a couple of juveniles. There's a Lash-tailed Devourer and Jungle Spider here for Rangers. There are also juvenile boars, and I think a couple other juveniles, actually. This is actually basically a ranger grotto. Because there's also a juvenile Crichton Drakehound, juvenile pig. What else is in here? Juvenile blue moa. So this is literally just a ranger grotto, essentially, for getting pets. And then, of course, there's the jumping section to get up to the vista. Which I have to remember where it starts. I think it actually starts down at this end now that I think about it. Sometimes I don't have problems sleeping. Tonight's just weird. I ended up sleeping during the day because I was tired from being up for like 23 hours straight, and then fell asleep for like 4 or 5 hours, and now I can't sleep again, which is annoying, but at least I don't have to work super early tomorrow. That's going to hurt me. Okay, I need to remember the pathing for this. It's been a while since I did Orient Exploration. Okay, this is not where I want to be. I definitely want to be over here. Okay. Am I on the wrong tree branch? Did I go too high? Do I need to... Is it this one I need to go up? Yeah. It's this... No, it's that one I need to go up. Thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. There we go. There's the vista. I don't know why I made that so much more difficult than it needed to be. It was literally a straight shot up, like the most obvious tree trunk of all time. I also don't remotely remember what this deadly nightshade is used for, but it's here, it exists, it's a thing. Alright. Now let's get back out of here. On to the next spot. I mean, there's really nothing to actually say other than that. We're literally just going from one spot to another. Whoop. Yay. Sea of Elon. Which is weird because it doesn't actually connect to the Elon, which is part of the Crystal Desert and far to the east of here. Huh. There's an event going on. Huh, that's actually part of the meta. Do I feel like trying to do the meta? Not really. Because it doesn't look like there's anybody else doing meta in... Although it does go towards the jumping puzzle. I guess I could go over here to do this and use it to access the Vizier's Tower. Plus I need to do the exploration for the area anyways. So, might as well. Alright, let's kill some Orions. Hello? I was gonna say, you guys were all up on me and then decided because I was blocking you were gonna stop? What's that about? Come on. Really? Get back here. There we go. That random spider hatchling. Keeping us from... I'm starting to claim it because there's a random spider hatchling off in the middle of nowhere. Alright, where's the random Orion? There they are, Risen Quaggan. There we go. Alright, progress is being made again. Don't go down there, guys. You will attract the Risen Spiders. Why did you attract the Risen Spider? Come on, guys. I realize you're stupid NPCs, but can we not be stupid for 10 seconds? Thank you. Alright, let's go get the Vista. Which is literally just running up this rock. Easiest Vista of all time. Okay. Where do I want to go from here? But yeah, this is called the Sea of Elon, which is weird because the Elon River is way over here. It does technically connect here, but it's super weird. The Elon Riverlands are then over here. So I don't really understand why this is called the Sea of Elon. It's a naming thing that I think they just picked a name that had existed in Guild Wars 1 and are like, oh yeah, no, we'll totally just use this because it's not going to cause any problems later. Not thinking about the fact that in a future expansion they might go to the Crystal Desert and use the Elon Riverlands again from the Nightfall expansion of Guild Wars 1. This is the Vizier's Tower that I was talking about. There is a Vista and a hero point up top, and I should claim that. And a jumping puzzle. The jumping puzzle is annoying and tedious, and I don't actually remember how to start it. It does not start here. That is not remotely where it starts. I need to remember where this jump puzzle starts at. I think it actually starts over here. Yes. Alright, I'm going to grab this waypoint. Even though it's contested and won't really do me any good. I was really hoping to dodge the chill there, but I did not. Alright, let's swing around. Cut between these guys to try and avoid them as best I can. Because where I need to go is here. Because this is the start of the jumping puzzle for Vizier's Tower. and also a... Come on, jump up. Jump up there, thank you. A diving goggle spot, which I'm going to do real quick, just because. I did not mean to actually attack him there, but... I don't remember if I'd done that diving spot or not, so I wanted to do it real quick, just because. Because I am attempting to do the achievement Dive Master. I'm not going out of my way to hunt them down currently. I will eventually. Eventually I'll probably just pull up a guide for it. But if I see diving goggles, I will use them if I'm not sure if I have. This is not where I want to be. Or is it? Yes, it is. I want to jump down here and go around. Had to stop and remember this jump puzzle. It's been a while since I did Vizier's Tower. Mostly because it's weird. Okay, it is this way. Up here, and then jump over here. And then interact. Hero challenge. Yay. Read, 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 close. Done. And Vista. Now, the reason this is weird is this is supposed to be the end chest of the jump puzzle. However, after you open it once on your account, not on your character, but on your account, it is never closed again. I don't know why. It just isn't. Now, I will actually pull this up. This is the thing for it. And as it says here, the Orient chest starts this event, which then spawns the Grand Chest, which finishes the jump puzzle, which is really, really annoying. And as you can see with the related achievements, there are numerous things that require opening the chest or interacting with certain things here, including Or's Fall for Twilight and the Mad Armory Carapace of Chaos, requiring you to kill the Vizier and open the chest, which we cannot currently do because it is not closed. I'm going to quickly examine everything just because I don't remember if I've done everything I needed to here. I don't think I currently have any achievements going that need anything up here. The plus side is this is a jump puzzle that allows gliding. Hilariously, over here becomes a no-fly zone, which is weird. And as you can see, we cannot damage this gate no matter what we do. But we can trigger the POI, so that's nice. Now, we are going to head north from here, actually, rather than continuing west. Mostly because I don't feel like dealing with all of the bullshit that's behind that gate. Because the western part of this map is literal bullshit. There is so much garbage. A prime example is over here. With this, with Dwana's Lament. So long as we are within a certain distance of the Dwana statue while it is active, our healing is reduced. So, we won't heal as much when we're by the statue, and if we enter combat while this is up, we will not exit combat, ever. If you have a statue effect currently on your effect bar, it is considered a debuff, and you will be unable to exit combat until it times out. It is legitimately just straight up bullshit. This hero point is also annoying because he has knockback and can knock you into the water, which is annoying as hell. Alright, there we go. Risen Megalodon, which I'm not going to be fighting. What I am going to be doing is actually going to the Fort Trinity waypoint, because I forgot about the vista up on the airship here, which is only accessible from in here. I mean, I could have gotten to land and then jumped on my sky scale and went up here, but it's just as easy to go to the waypoint and run over. There's also diving goggles here, as you can see. Alright. We have been streaming for just under 2 hours, so I am going to take a quick break, grab a snack, something to drink since I finished my other one. Since we are currently in a spot that we are safe, because there is nothing that is going to spawn here that will actually be able to hurt us on the airship or anything. So with this being a safe area, I am going to use it to take a quick break. Alright. So, now that I've grabbed my snack and got a drink and everything, I've also used the bathroom and all the tedious human things that people have to do and we must deal with. I am back, and we are ready to continue exploring ore. Starting out with dive, dive, dive! Whoosh. And we're off. Ow. Ow. Thanks, guys. I'm just trying to explore. I don't want to fight any of you. I just want to come look at your pretty view. Now, a lot of these POIs and stuff are tied to events and things, so they tend to have a lot of enemies around them, which can make them semi-difficult to get in and out of without having to do a lot of fighting. Which, honestly, is actually a lot easier now than it was when the game first launched, because the Orion maps used to have like 3 times as many risen in them. It was absolutely insane trying to navigate these maps. Like, you would basically be hard required to have a group to actually be able to do some of this stuff. Why was I erupted? Okay. Anytime you want to die, my guy. Thank you. Alright, you are just irking my nerves. Alright. Now, this is one of the very big problems with the Orion maps. Is all of these spirits of sorrow only exist because the statue is active. Which also, as you will notice, makes it almost impossible to get that. Because you have to time it very precisely, because if you get hit by the statue's AoE effect, it will cause your channel to be broken. Which means you will have to start channeling all over again until you actually successfully get it. Or you will have to get a group together to go clear the event chains for the temple to deactivate the statues. And that is really annoying to do. Much like here, where there are 2 veterans guarding this with additional enemies. Now, it is obviously easiest to take out the weaker ones first before trying to take out the other ones, simply because it gives you less enemies hitting you. Just keep in mind, the weaker ones will eventually respawn. And these risen veterans are really annoying. Okay. And done. There we go. Uh-huh. Keep in mind that She knew it was booby-trapped and didn't need to be reminded. Anyways, revive them real quick. Which then, of course, naturally respawns more enemies. Now, as we get up here, we are going to eventually trigger our story mission. Which I am going to finish this event before I do the story mission. Oh, hey, there's actually another person here. Weird. I don't remember the last time I saw another person when I was doing stuff in ore. But this is why events and stuff in ore are so annoying. They're literally going like half a foot up and spawning 3 enemies every like half foot. So just to get through this mission, you have to kill like 35 enemies. And it's literally like 10 feet up in the air above you. I mean, that's not true. It actually is higher than that. It is a solid distance up, but it is not a large enough distance that you should have to fight so many enemies. The actual amount of enemies you have to fight for this defense mission is absolutely ridiculous. And because it takes so long because of the number of spawns they have, it will respawn the normal enemies in the area as they go up, which they will then aggro onto. There we go. And we're finally done with that event. Now we're going to jump into our story mission, which is right here. And I'm going to open my nutty bars. Dangers not of the dragon. Well, considering it's an ancient temple to a dead, corrupted god, yeah, I would imagine so. What is hitting me? Get down here. It's gonna be out of range. Alright. Yeah, drop dead. Alright. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Yay, we did it. Yeah, great, because, you know, that's what we needed. Was a series of trials just to get into the temple. Where did this sea turtle come from? Okay then. Whatever. Back this way. And up we go. Why am I suddenly half dead? Okay, there was 3 of them there. That's why I was suddenly half dead. Okay. Yay, ancient trident. Get over here. I hate their stupid evasion skills. So annoying. Like, seriously, why does he have an attack that gives him, like, 10 seconds of evasion? Where you just cannot hit him? Let's do this. Yeah. Can't bow underwater, sorry. Let's go. And you're done. Turn off the thing and give me the essence to advance. Thank you. Yeah. Don't care. Yeah, hello to you too, Shark. Okay. Up. How do I get out of the water? I don't remember where I jump out of the water at. That'll work. Ow. Okay, is there anything else right here attacking me? No? Good. Take care of these mines. Yes, everyone come to die with him, because that's exactly how this is going. Haha. Now what? Alright. Up we go. Ancient Cudgel, just because. How dare you? Alright. You want to go get me my essence so I can continue onward, please? Thank you. Alright, let's... Now, you actually can fight with this. It's actually hilarious to fight with this thing. But you actually can fight with the essence. I mean, it's actually semi-fun to fight with the essence. Just because it lets you do so much weird stuff. It's got a lightning whip and, you know, an energy defensive, and it's got the shield thing. It's so weird. This one causes blind but has a ridiculous cast time. And of course there's the assault dash. It's super weird. But it is fun to use for a fight every now and then. Now, there is other stuff like the rocks and the coral shards, which you can pick up and use as weapons. None of these guys, even though they're classed as veterans, are really that hard. They're mostly just annoying. Now, because I find it really funny to do this, I'm going to pick up this illusionary essence, and I am going to fight the other one with the illusionary essence. Just because it's funny. And like I said, they're not really that difficult to fight. And done. Alright, let's place that one. Because I can't pick up two at the same time. But I do find it absolutely hilarious to beat them with the illusionary essence, which you have to get from them. Because it's just comical. And this is an ancient cursed skull. I have an ancient cursed skull. Yeah. So this is the general. That is the Eye of Zaitan and the Mouth of Zaitan. And this is the champion boss who wants us dead. Luckily, he's not actually that strong. Most of the challenge there comes from the stupid grubs. Okay, but if we wait for it to start collapsing, there's literally a dome above us that leads to water because we're underwater. I mean, we literally could have just waited for the roof to fall, avoided it, and then went out that way. Yeah, but they got away with whatever they were looking for. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So, now we need to go back to Fort Trinity. Which we can just waypoint to whenever. So, I am going to go get some more mapping done here. Simply because it's a little more efficient to simply go get the exploration done. Then try to come back over here from the other side of the map again. Anytime. Yep, okay. So that is strong current spot. Okay. So that is the actual edge of the map. That's what happens if you try to go outside the area while you're in water. I couldn't remember if that was actually an area or not, but it apparently is not. So we are going to go get this waypoint and then continue. Now, whether there's a risen drake up there. Alright. There is also someone fighting over here. Huh. Random event. Neat. Okay. Let's go. Now, here is where the big problem lies for the map completion. You will see here, there is a hero point here. That shrine is currently active and contested. Which requires killing the veteran that are in the area. The veteran priestess. Wow, I am getting bodied. Okay, there we go. We are much better off there. Okay, cool. The problem with that is they are very strong and not easily soloed. So, where this event actually goes is way down here. So, I'm not actually going to be doing all of that. However, what I am going to do is slip up here to show you this area. So, this is the veteran acolyte risen of Lissa. This is me attempting to pull an Orion bow over here because I don't want to draw the attention of a dozen other things. Most importantly, the boss. Because I don't want to fight that veteran while also fighting 2 or 3 Orion weapons. Ideally, I don't want to fight that veteran at all. However, that is difficult to do. And here is the problem. While I am in this area, there will be those chaos storms spawning, which is going to prevent me from channeling that hero point. Hence why you have to kill this veteran. And also why the Orion maps are so annoying. And as you can see, while I am attempting to fight all of this stuff, they continually respawn, and I have to kill them all while dealing with bullshit. And as you can see, while I'm in there, I can't really do shit. And I somehow need to kill this veteran, well, not getting completely screwed over by the area effect. Which, as you can see, is basically just royally screwing me over. There we go. That takes care of that. Now, here is the other problem. Well, that takes care of the veteran here, because the temple is not cleared. The statue still remains active. Which means I can't really successfully complete this channel. Because, as you can see, I am trying everything I can to complete that channel. I got very lucky there and was able to complete it. However, that is what you have to do if the temples are not cleared. Which, because nobody really does anything in ore anymore, is basically never. It is also why I use mostly mounts when exploring these areas. because trying to do some of this stuff is utter bullshit. So, yeah. Welcome to Ore. And pretty much 80% of the hero challenges in Ore are channels. Because why wouldn't they be? Other side. I hate this stupid tactician. They're not bad if you have range. If you don't have range, that hero challenge is just annoying. Because they just keep backing away from you. Getting to this vista is done from over here. And then climbing up these rocks. And mushrooms and stuff. I'm just too lazy to deal with that stuff. And of course you can see down here there is another hero challenge. And guess what? It's another channel right by a statue. Or sorry, this one's a fight. But again, it's right next to a statue. And because it's a statue of Balthazar, you are getting fire rained upon you pretty much the entire time. Yay! Now let's get out of here. Alright, now this is actually the portal to Malcor's Leap. We are not currently going there, but that is the portal to Malcor's Leap. We still have quite a bit to get in this area, as well as some up here to do. However, as you can see, we do have a good amount of the POIs and the waypoints. And we have 3/4 of the hero challenges and all of the vistas. So we are making good progress in the exploration, but it is definitely tedious, and there's a reason I started using my sky scale. Because these are annoying. I was thinking that one was down, but it's up. It's up here. There we go. Alright, that's the exit. So, yeah, keep in mind, I haven't even activated the challenge yet. This is literally just normal spawn for right here. That wasn't even an active hero challenge. That was literally just stuff spawning. Okay. So, that is a very rapid gathering of stuff. And as you can see, about half the waypoints in this area are contested. And that is because the temples are currently captured, and that is not changing anytime soon. Which is part of the reason why map completion in this area is bullshit. Luckily, this one is a Dwana statue, so it just impedes healing. It doesn't actually stop anything else. No, right. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay. So, now we've gotten almost everything. We need one more waypoint. We need 2 more POIs, and we need this hero point. Now, I'm going to jump back up here to Bramble Pass waypoint and go get the other waypoint and the 2 POIs because they are quicker and far easier than that hero point is ever going to be. Mostly because they are right here. How did that not trigger? Thank you. And since I'm here, I might as well complete the event. Alright, so that is literally everything but that one hero point. Okay. So, now, literally the last thing we need in this map is this hero point. Who wants to guess when I will be able to get it? Because the answer is probably next Tuesday. And I don't mean today. I mean legitimately like a week from now. Because it's a commune. And once again, because unless you can kill the veteran acolytes, they will spawn a shit ton of those risen thralls. So, the only real way to get up here is to slowly kill them one by one on your way up here, and hope they don't respawn before you can channel that without getting shot by a fireball. So, we are going to go back to doing story missions now, because until that is cleared, we are never going to be able to get this hero point. Which is extra annoying because nobody does Orion stuff anymore. Which means that's going to basically be like that forever. There are at least a dozen people on this map that I have seen, and not a single one of them is doing anything to clear any of the temples. And once again, he just sends everyone away. Although, oddly enough, none of these people leave. So we can either ambush the eye or we can do a direct attack. Both are risky. I'm going to say ambush just because, honestly, it's more fun. And again, I don't really care about which one of these I take. Reinforce my armor, sell all this junk. Okay. Now, our next story mission is over here, which naturally we have 0 waypoints nearby because once again nobody's doing anything to clear them, so it is what it is. I mean, our choices are realistically either here or here. This one is closer. We could also just go from here all the way down there if we really wanted to. So, there's that. It has been a short stream with only being about 3 hours right now. However, I think I am going to actually call it here. I'm honestly just not feeling it right now. I do like some of the final story missions of the base game. However, doing ore takes a lot out of me. I really have to be in a decent mental state to do ore. And I can only really do one Orion map at a time. Simply because it is very tedious having to deal with the bullshit of the temples and the fact that nobody clears any of the areas. I really wish it would cycle so they weren't always contested, where there was like after 45 minutes they're automatically cleared and reset for 15-20 minutes just to allow people simply to do the mapping and such. However, that is not the case, and it's truly frustrating that those areas are basically impossible to complete without catching them at very hyper-specific times and such. So it is something I think ANET needs to address. I don't think they're going to, but I do feel like it is something that should be addressed, with the fact that some of those maps are basically just incompletable or just overly difficult because nobody does them. It is unfortunate that with the expansions and everything, it has detracted from the base game, and that they didn't incorporate the base game into the expansions more. I do realize that the expansions take you to new regions in the Tyrian continent and stuff, and that is very nice and it is fun, but I do feel like they really need to do something with some of these maps that are just neglected.
with the primary examples being the Orion maps, because of how they are neglected, it makes map completion very difficult for new players, and I think it detracts from the appeal of the game for the new players who are just starting out, because they don't have the capabilities to complete areas, and that also detracts from them making legendary weapons and stuff, because they can't make a Gen 1 legendary without a gift of exploration. And to get that, you have to be able to complete these maps that are basically just trash. They are complete bullshit and just utter trash for completability. But I digress. I will see everyone next time. I will get this VOD, as well as probably the last one or two that I've forgotten, uploaded to YouTube. Link for that is on my channel, of course. There is the entire run and entire lifespan of Tarlay Streamer. Every single minute I have been logged on to her is in her playlist, as well as several other playlists on my YouTube from things I have streamed previously, many of them years ago. I am not sure when I'm going to stream next. I have kind of a wonky schedule this week. I work late tomorrow, but then I've got some earlier mid-shift days for most of the rest of the week until I have another late shift on Saturday. So I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to stream again. That being said, I'm also not sure I'm going to stream Guild Wars 2 next time. I have been streaming Tarlay Streamer's adventures and mapping and story for a long time now. Several months, in fact. And I do kind of feel that I might want to stream something else for a little while. So I'm thinking I may hook up my capture card to either stream from my PlayStation or from my Xbox, or even possibly from my Switch. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do, but I am kind of getting the urge to stream something other than Guild Wars 2 for a little while. So I will hopefully see people at the next stream, and I do think it's going to be something other than Guild Wars 2. Mostly just because I need a break. Not that I will be taking a break from Guild Wars 2, I will still be playing it. I will simply be playing on my main, who I do not stream. Because I do want to get through the story of Secrets of the Obscure expansion with him and stuff, as well as the new stuff that comes out when the next part of Isles of Janthier drops in a couple of weeks. So I'm thinking Tarlay Streamer is going to be taking a vacation, and that I will bring her back out and stream some stuff with her, and probably a little bit with my main, because he's done most of it already. In probably about a month or so, once the Super Adventure Box Festival has started. Because that is actually fun and entertaining to do, and I do enjoy it quite a bit. Um, but for now, again, feel free to check out my YouTube, subscribe there, follow here. There is technically a donate button on my channel that links to mine and my wife's PayPal account, although it's in her name. Um, and that's just because if people want to give me money, great. No one ever has, but I've never really expected anybody to. I'm not big. I don't get viewers. I mostly stream just to myself, just as a way to relax and kind of enjoy things. Um, so that's gonna be it for me. Um, I don't know if I want to try and raid someone or if I just want to end stream. I usually don't raid anyone, but I don't even really know. I don't actually know who I could raid, because, like I said, I don't really have viewers or anything. So, I don't know. I'd like to be able to raid someone at some point, but it's just not feasible with my viewer count, because it's really just a couple of viewers that are both technically my devices. So, I think I'm just gonna call it here, and maybe someday I'll be able to raid someone. Well, I will see everyone next time.